Hey everybody, Joshua Burke here, developer evangelist for Salesforce.com. I'm going to show you how you can use a new library we're putting out there with ActionScript to create an OAuth connection for your Flex projects for use against your Force.com instance. So if you're looking to find the code, go to our GitHub account at Developer Force, and is the Flex-RESTkit project. From there you can either just download the zip, or if you want to clone it or create your own fork so that you can submit changes back to the project, you can go ahead and access the code that way and download it to your local directory. So now that we have the code, let's take a look at an example project that's using it. Now this project is actually using not just this new library, but also the Flex toolkit to access the SOAP API. So if you're using the Flex toolkit in your project, this is an example of how you could utilize this library to replace the traditional login with an OAuth connection login. So I simply import in the new class, and from there I'm going to create a new instantiation of the OAuth connection class. And when you do that, you pass in your public key and your private key and the callback URL. After that, we call the login method, and we provide the stage, and that's what the library is going to use to create the dynamic version of the web browser to log in to the Force.com platform. And then we have our result and error callbacks for our asynchronous responder. So what I'm going to do is actually uncomment this out, and what this is a static method which is going to clear out all of the token information currently being stored by Flex. So this is going to force us to log in completely. So I'm going to hit save that, hit debug. And so since we don't have any stored tokens, for the first time what's going to happen when I hit login is that it's going to pull up this HTML loader view so that I can go ahead and log into the OAuth screen. Now normally there'd also be a confirmation screen to make sure that I know which application that I'm giving permission to and everything. But I've already given that permission, so it's actually just going to go ahead and give me all the tokens that I need. And once I have that, so what we've actually done here on the library side is taken the request token off of the web view there, and then we use that to post back to the OAuth endpoints and get our access token. So you can actually see that here in the debug. You can see the resulting JSON response here, and we get a lot of information. If you've used the OAuth for other purposes like PHP or any of the other libraries, you can see that you get the user information, what instance URL they're on, and also the access token. You also get a refresh token so that you can keep a persistent OAuth connection going. So as we have that information, in order to make the SOAP connection realize that we are actually properly authenticated, there's this other static method which converts this response into the kind of information that the SOAP toolkit is used to seeing. So you can create a login request, and then you hand it the feedback from that static method, and then you can pretty much just do a login from the SOAP connection, same that you would if you had, say, the session ID and the server URL, if you're familiar with that login method. So at that point, the SOAP connection will go to its resulting method here, and that's when we go ahead and can start executing searches against the SOAP API. So I'm going to kill that debug, and then what we're going to do is just comment out that static method of clearing out the tokens, save the file, and then this time when I bring up our little test application here and hit login, you can see that we go right into the query and we just get the data just put right into our data table. Well, thank you everybody. Hopefully that was a little bit of an overview for you for the OAuth portion of this library. We will do an overview and some information about the REST portion in a very near future date here. For more information, obviously go to developer.force.com, your one-stop shopping spot for all information, force.com. Our main GitHub account is Developer Force, and this specific project can be found at developerforce/Flex-RESTkit. And if you want to ask me any questions or follow me on Twitter, I am at Josh Burke. Thanks a lot and have a great day.